Hello Aries, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy bringing you your March 2025 general reading. We're looking at the first 2 weeks, the first half of March 2025 for the fire sign of Aries. I hope everyone's doing well. Thanks so much for being here, supporting this channel, watching this videos. Please like, share, and subscribe. Remember that these are general readings. They might resonate a little differently for everyone. Watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus videos as well. They can bring in additional insight and perspective. If it does resonate with you, or you simply like the reading style, if you'd like to take a deeper look at something, if you're interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone, you can email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can click on the description of this video to see that contact information as well. I'd love to hear from you. I can usually get back to you quick, within 24 hours, with more information. I do offer lots of different types of readings, styles, lengths, costs, spreads. There's a little something in there for everyone. The 6 and 12-month overviews are still pretty popular right now. And I'm pretty diligent about the timely scheduling of readings too. So if you're interested, email me. All right, let's dive right into this for Aries and see what's coming in for you for the first half of March 2025. We have the Hermit, the Moon, Judgment, the Devil, so I feel like there's a real an issue here with the Devil card. While the Devil can often represent an area in your life that's got too much focus on it, so it's it's something that becomes unhealthy. It can represent something which is or has grown to be unhealthy for us, but there's that bit of temptation with it. There's something in it that keeps drawing us back in over and over and over again. Or it can represent a habit, a pattern, an ideology that has grown to be unhealthy for us. But again, there's that temptation in it, meaning that there's something that we're getting out of it that we tell ourselves we need, so we keep returning to the thing, we keep that cycle going because we think we need to do so. But the reality is that whatever the addiction or the cycle or the pattern or the habit or behaviors are, they keep us trapped in a cycle of fear, doubt, and insecurity. But it feels here like there's something in front of you and you're trying to make a choice about something, and you're trying to kind of use the experience and wisdom that you've had so far in your life to guide you through what is a time period which may feel kind of cloudy to you. There may seem to be a lack of clarity, and yet it feels like there's two things going on. It feels like there's some kind of warring conflict inside of you where your intuition is actually telling you what to do. Your wisdom, knowledge, and experience is telling you what to do as well. But you have fears on top of that. And in addition with the fears, the choice to do something different, to change your life, to make a choice to take a path that is different than the one you have been walking, is going to require some kind of change from you. It may require a lifestyle change, an ideology change, habits, behaviors, pattern change, something like that, or a combination of those things. And which means that you would have to give up something, or you perceive it as giving up something that is difficult for you. So on one hand, there's a side of you that goes, look, I know this, and this is probably the path that I need to be walking, but it feels like there's something else that's pulling at you equally too, that keeps telling you, yeah, but, and trying to write the narrative that if you do this, it's going to cost you all of this, and you're going to have to give up all of these things, and it's just kind of, it feels like there's this internal sort of battle going on here. So for some of you, it may be that there is an opportunity to do something, get a thing, do a thing. I don't know. It may be something that you've done before. Maybe it's not a great thing, or maybe it's not a great thing given your situation. I mean, it could be addictions, some kind of unhealthy behavior pattern or choice. And if you choose to do it this time, ignoring your wisdom, knowledge, and experience, then it may have a pretty significant effect that you cannot take back. Don't know why, but that's what I'm getting. Let's take a look at this devil. Ooh, the devil clarified by the devil and the Two of Swords. It's pretty strong. Whatever the pull is, whatever the temptation is, whatever the thing you want to do or get or indulge in again is pretty strong. And the message is you need this. So come back and do this thing or indulge in this thing because you need this. But it actually keeps you trapped, right? In the same unhealthy cycle. The Two of Swords represents that this is a pretty tough choice, and it may be a tough indulgence or obsession or addiction or pattern to break, but it's going to have to be done on an intellectual, on an internal and intuitive sense, because again, I'm getting the sense that underneath this, I want to do this, I want to have this, I want to act on this. Underneath that, there's this knowing that this is not a good thing. But again, this whole reading is about fighting to break a cycle or a pattern. And it feels like, clarify the Hermit. If you're being tempted to do something that you know is wrong or not good in a situation, it's not just about, okay, I know this is not a good thing, I don't want to do this not good thing. I mean, there's that. That's the black and white aspect of it, right? But the other thing that needs to be looked at here is perhaps, why is the need so strong to do this? If the thing that you're getting indulged, what does this need? What does this want? Is there a better or healthier way to get it met? And if you're not getting it met in your day-to-day life, why? Perhaps it requires, a change of habit or pattern for you. Perhaps if it's about a relationship, like infidelity or cheating or something like that, maybe it's time to sit down with your partner and have a talk about something, right? Because it feels here like, clarify the Hermit, like a re-examination of your current life or your current circumstances is necessary, because it feels like history is repeating itself here. And when history is repeating itself, old habits, behaviors, and patterns are repeating themselves too. And it feels like there needs to be a re-examination here of something. The Tower and the Knight of Swords. It feels like acting quickly in this instant, acting too quickly, it would be disaster, really. And it feels like this is something because it feels like it's something you may have gone through before in the past. Because it feels like here, if you just charge forward and do this thing, that it's going to cause, perhaps within a relationship, it's going to cause a breakdown that you can't come back from. This feels very relationship-centered here. And because this is a general reading, of course, the specifics are going to vary, and perhaps even the area of life. For some of you, this might be about a particular relationship, and your habits, patterns, belief systems, ideologies around relationship and how you historically act, right? It might be a situation that is about relationship and about the relationship area of your life. But it may, for some of you, it might be the issue or that desire, that impulse, that devil card energy might be in another area of your life, but it's one that could have a significant impact on relationships. For example, and indulging in any kind of addictive behavior. It doesn't matter what the addiction is, indulging in some kind of addictive behavior, whether it's drugs, alcohol, sex, gambling, shopping, workaholic, shopaholic, anything unhealthy. Again, it could be in a different area of life other than relationship, but it's one that could, and this time particularly, significantly impact a relationship in a way that you can't come back from. That's what I'm getting. Clarified by the moon, we have Justice and the High Priestess, which says that your intuition underneath the want, the desire, and the fear is that sense of knowing, or connection to the divine, or gut instinct, if you call it, that sense of knowing what is the right thing to do. And that's going to determine what the outcome of this is, because Justice is primarily a reap what you sow card. The outcome of something is dependent on what you actually do. Judgment. Judgment, you have Justice and Judgment both. Justice and Judgment both strongly imply that even given mitigating factors, the sentence, the outcome of something, is going to be dependent on what your actions were here. So, therefore, choose carefully. Five of Wands. Yeah, there's conflict here. Perhaps conflict, internal conflict, external conflict about, the choice that you need to make, or about the impulse perhaps that you're struggling with. Knight of Wands, Three of Swords. This is kind of knowing that hasty, impulsive, thoughtless action, or action that doesn't consider the consequences, is going to end up as a broken heart, causing pain, disappointment, perhaps breakup or separation or something of that sort here. Again, it might be about relationship and about issues within your own relationship ideology, or it might be in another area of life that impacts relationship, right? It feels like there's a pattern trying to repeat itself here, and that pattern is not healthy. And it also feels like if this is about a relationship itself, or about perhaps needs you feel you're not getting met in there, the fact that you're tempted to do something outside of that means that there are things that need to be addressed here, or perhaps some open, honest, and authentic communication that needs to happen as well. So let's end with advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit. The Hermit. Again, got the Hermit twice here. The Hermit is all about using the wisdom, knowledge, and experience of your life to date to know what to do to go forward, to avoid pitfalls and avoid repeating past mistakes, of being perhaps self-oriented or self-centered, or wanting to just, there's nothing wrong with having needs. We all have needs we want to get met, right? Sometimes unhealthily selfish in those things. But here it's about understanding and knowing that the impact of those is going to cause loss, grief, and regret. And that you have the ability to face your fears, your doubts, your insecurities, whatever needs to happen, so that these patterns don't repeat themselves again. I feel like it may be time. I keep getting conversation and communication here. I feel like because there's a lot of energy about relationships here, perhaps a primary relationship, again, whether it's about the relationship itself or another area of life that impacts it, or a combination of both, it feels like a genuine, honest, authentic conversation needs to be had here in terms of I felt like doing this thing again. It's really strong. I need your help and support. Or, listen, I'm having difficulty over here. And, I just keep getting that there needs to be some kind of better or more open, more transparent, honest conversation between you and a significant connection, a significant relationship here. But that you have the ability, and you and the other person also have the ability to overcome this, whatever it is, through honest, open communication, through trusting your instincts and your intuition, and adhering to what you already know and have to be a good moral and ethical foundation here. and being honest about the temptations that you face. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Interesting reading. Okay, Aries, those are your messages for the first half of March. For those of you for whom it resonated, I hope it was helpful. Gave you some food for thought. If it did resonate and you'd like to take a deeper look at something, or you simply like the reading style, or both, if you're interested in a personal reading with me for yourself, as a gift for someone else, please feel free to email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can click on the description of this video to see that information as well. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a little while for the next set of generals. Until then, be well, be safe, be blessed. I hope to see you back here again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.